Yeah, hi, David Turnbull, bespoke estate agent covering Tavistock and West Devon. Where I did a video recently talking about the benefits of me doing all of the viewings. So I've been an estate agent now for over 17 years. Like all estate agents, we start as trainee negotiators, and I've done thousands, maybe 10,000 viewings over those last 17 years. And it's a skill that you build up over time with training. From experience, you can hone your skills on viewings. The one thing I've always noticed over the years working in estate agency offices is the feedback. And it's not the feedback afterwards, it's the immediate feedback on the property there. It's very, very important when you're selling your home that you get feedback quickly. Most of the feedback I provide the same day. So when I go and do a viewing, I will message my seller after the viewing, one, to let them know I'm finished, and two, to let them know how it's gone. And when I say how it's gone, not how I think it's gone, it's how it's gone. So on the viewing, there'll be a lot of things that I do with the viewers. The first things first is every single property I market, I've put it onto the market, so I know the property quite well already. I will spend as long as it normally takes with the buyers, sometimes 45 minutes to get to know that buyer, but also to get to know exactly what they're looking for. You're on the market and you're doing your own viewings. A good question to ask a quarter or halfway through the viewing is ask them, what's your first impressions? That is normally a good question to ask because they will be relatively honest about their thoughts. We've all been to restaurants where we've had a terrible meal, and when they've come to ask how your meal was, you've said it was lovely, thanks very much. You paid the bill and you never return to that restaurant ever again. Sometimes you just don't want to provide bad feedback, and buyers, and we've all done it, buyers are the same. They'll see a property where they don't dislike, but they just don't, or they don't like it enough to offer. But as far as they're concerned, they'll say, yes, we'll come back to you. We quite like it. We've got other properties to see. We'll go away and give it some thought. And sometimes send out the wrong signals to the estate agent that doesn't quiz them a little bit more, where the estate agent actually holds hope that they might like it. Not only that, but then the estate agent will tell the seller that the viewing went well and we'll come back to you tomorrow. By asking a few simple questions to that purchaser, go back and say they're not going to buy it. Quite liked it, but it's not for them for this reason. And I always aim to do that the same day. So then you can spend the whole evening going, okay, the viewing was a no today, but much, much better than spending the whole evening crossing your fingers that the following day you're going to get the estate agent on the phone with an offer for you. Most buyers I do viewings with, if they really, really, really like the property, and I know they really like the property, they're there at the house now, they've got me as a captive audience, I'm not rushing them around the property. Make an offer on the property now if you'd like to. But while you're here, I'm here. Would you like to make an offer? If they say, well, no, we've got other houses that we do need to see, then my question would be, okay, well, what is it you're going to see? When is that happening? So I can get an idea of timescale that I can update my seller on that. So then I can go back and say, yes, they're viewing another property at 3:30 tomorrow afternoon in such and such a village. They want to see that property first before they make a decision. So I will make a mental note to probably give them a call at 5:30 or drop them a line at 5 o'clock to check how it went, just so that I can keep my seller advised. You know, if you've ever been on the market or you're on the market and you're getting fluffy feedback and then finding out the following day that they're not going to get an offer, or sometimes the classic with a lot of buyers down here in West Devon, where they're coming from outside of the area, they're looking in Devon, Cornwall, bit of Dorset, and they view a property in the Tavistock area or West Devon area. When you try and get hold of them the next day, they might miss your call, but they're not going to call back. If the property was of no interest, they're not going to take time out of their trip down to try and find a property to phone you back. Invariably, they just won't come back to you. There'll be feedback saying, oh, I thought they liked the property, but now we can't get hold of them. That does happen. I do every single viewing, so I want to make sure that my clients don't get any false promises from me. Their expectations are met, and it's just my job to find out if they would like to buy the property or not, and if not, why not. But thanks for listening, and I'll see you again soon.